Okay, when you're ready, introduce yourself, introduce the round, and give me a countdown for when you want the time to start, and I'll get everything started.
Okay. So yeah, hello everyone, it's firesplitter here, and today we are gonna play the wonderful game WarioWare Get It Together, and the category I'm gonna play is New Game Plus, all characters, and no boss deaths. The no boss deaths part means that I am not allowed to die on the bosses at the end of the course to save time. There is one category where we are dying to the boss to save more time, but in this category you are simply not allowed to do that, and all refers to that we at the start of each level are gonna pick the all settings for characters, which means that we are gonna get completely randomized characters for everything. This does mean that the run is a little bit RNG heavy, and some boss fights and character mixes are gonna be very difficult to win with. So in case I fail a boss fight, I am not gonna go back and redo the entire level because that can take a lot of time. I'm just gonna pass by. We're gonna try to pretend it didn't happen, but yeah, hopefully it's not gonna happen. But there are some combinations that are simply really difficult. So just a little heads up there. But we're gonna start now in 3, 2, 1, start. There we go. So we're gonna start here, use all, and we're gonna skip the cutscenes, sadly. The cutscenes in this game are really good and really fun and entertaining, but they do take quite a bit of time. The only reason why the any percent and 80% category is so much longer than all of the other categories is simply because of the cutscenes. Like, about a third of this game when speedrun with cutscenes is gonna be cutscenes, but they are really fun and really enjoyable. So if you're having this game, I would recommend you to watch them all and read them all, because this game has quite a bit of story and the cutscenes are very fun, and they do really highlight the characters' personalities. So we are off to the first level here. The first level is basically a little bit of a tutorial. So most of the levels here are going to be pretty easy. The only part here that's like kind of difficult is the boss fight, but that is because we get random characters. And there are some characters in this boss fight which are a little bit more difficult than other characters. That's gonna be a theme for this run, and because we have random characters, we are not allowed to like try to not have bad characters. In the 100% run, we are having the character decide for it, and in crew categories we get to decide which 3, 4, or 5 characters we're running with, which means that we can prevent ourselves from having to play with really not good characters. So we're off to the boss course, and we have a character here who is, I wouldn't say this is a good character for speed, but it's definitely a good character for safety. That's lovely. We are gonna play the boss course very safe, because even though I am gonna pretend it didn't happen if I die, I am obviously not wanting that to happen, because I am a speedrunner. It's a little bit embarrassing to have stuff like that happen. There we are, that's the hard part done, and now we are off to the slightly easier part. Just so slightly. We can stand over here to make that thing drop over there instead of on us. And there we go. Gonna wait until that happens. There we go. And now whenever that screen pops up, we're gonna leave. There we go. And we're actually gonna leave when the boss stage is popping up, but yeah, let's pretend that didn't happen. There we go. This run is probably not gonna get a world record anyway, or within range of that, because of that first course, because that character we have there is really slow compared to the faster characters we can have on that course, as we have to wait for a very specific thing to happen. We could have gone for the when the boss was like fully revealed, we could have gone for it there, but I really didn't want to take that risk, because if I'm a little bit early or a little bit late on the jump there, I will die, and you don't actually get reshots in this. In any percent, we can take whatever risks we want because we get to retry the boss fights. But in this category, for anyone who has played WarioWare, I gotta explain the gameplay flow of WarioWare here because it's relevant for some choice we do in this category. In WarioWare, what's basically happening is that we are running a certain amount of courses in each level. Most of the time, it's 15, and then we get a boss fight. In the first playthrough, you have to win the boss fights to continue. But in the actual game, when you are playing after the first run, this is like where New Game Plus differs a lot from any percent from a gameplay perspective. It is that if you win the boss fight, you get an extra life. If you fail it, you are not given the extra life, and you also lose a life. So the boss fights are a little bit more high risk, and then it continues. The bonus level, where you can get some extra coins and stuff like that. So we have Mona here. That's probably what we wanted. Mona is better than the boss course. Mona is actually really good in the boss course here. Beautiful. We get... Okay, this character is good here. Not amazing, but good. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a little memory game. Or memory game. We're gonna match the content that box up there with the content down there. So we're gonna pick up some boots now to fill it out. And beautiful. Let's see what's next. That one's safe. Pick that one. Pick that one, and there we go. And there we go. That was that. And we're done with that course. So we're gonna wait this time to the boss screens popping up, and it's right about there we have to leave actually. So there we go, next course. Dribble and Spits. This course is... Each course has a different theme. The last one had That's Life. This one has a fantasy theme, so you can see a lot of cool fantasy elements here. We're gonna spin this one to summon some giants. And gonna defeat some... I think that's supposed to be a mushroom. I'm actually not sure. And this level is like... There are some levels in this game where which character we get is very, very, very crucial. Like, very, very, very crucial. And this is one of them for speedrunning purposes, for speed. Because some courses have some characters that are very much faster than other characters. And this is one such course. This is one of those courses. We're gonna lose it on purpose. There is a reason why we're losing on purpose here, and that is because of the timer. As you can see, like at the start of each level, they are either short times that covers half the screen, or they are long times cover the entire screen. On courses that covers the entire screen, it is actually possible to finish those early. The earliest you can finish them is when it's half past. Like you can get as fast as a normal course is, so you really can't save time by those, but you can avoid losing time, which is good. But some courses you can't win quickly, but you can lose them quickly. So if that is the case, we are actually gonna try to lose them quickly. To save, I think it saves like 2.5 seconds or something like that. It's quite a massive time save in this category, like very, very massive. Not in this category in particular, but in this game in particular, because in this category, like what matters the most is really which bosses you get on the boss course. Because, well, you'll see. I'll explain when we get there, which is now. This isn't what we want to be looking at. This is like the complete opposite of what we want to be looking at, actually. This can take a while. We're gonna first start here, and there we go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to get the key up there, and then we're gonna get the cap up there. Okay, there we go. Key should go into the key door. Lovely. And there goes Kappa. That might have seemed quick to a lot of you, but if we have good characters, we can actually do the final part in like a couple of seconds only. By carrying up the key and the Kappa at the same time. 9V is one of those characters that are like really not good in this game in general. There are some characters who are... This game has a little bit of thing where like some characters are like very much better than other characters. The best character, from a general perspective for safety, is Ashley, because she can shoot everywhere. She can shoot in all directions, she can fly. I basically mostly separate characters into tier based on if they are flying characters, ground-bound characters, or gimmick characters. Gimmick characters are a little bit difficult to judge. Some gimmick characters can be good on some courses, while they are not great on others. And gimmick characters, I count Penny sort as a hybrid between a hybrid of a gimmick character and a flying character, because she can fly, but she has a very gimmicky moveset. And 9V is what I call a gimmick character, because there are very much gimmicks to how he moves. Another character I would say is a gimmick character is 18V. Some people call those characters ringers, I think is the official term for them, but they're basically characters who can't jump properly. But I want to put Cat and Anna into the category. They are not considered gimmick ring characters because they don't need rings to complete courses. Therefore, I prefer my term that is gimmick characters, which is that they have some gimmick to how they are moving. But in some courses, like in boss courses, it's like a little bit more complicated. Boss courses are more complicated because in some courses it matters more that a character can do something very specific than being a generalist. So for example, on the last course we had, on the boss course there, the best character is probably Dribble, because Dribble can shoot in one direction, and it does so happen to be the direction that's relevant. You would think that Ashley's better, but Ashley's shot is not giving as much of a speed bump to the thing that we're trying to shoot as Dribble's shots give. So it's very, very much harder to get the key and Kappa up there with Ashley than it is with Dribble because of that. Because of how the game's physics is working. And here we go. We're actually a little bit lucky here. This is our lucky day. It's our lucky day. Because this is one of the courses where a character who isn't like Ashley is the best character. It's kind of common. But we got the character who's good here, because this character is jumping. So if we are making the jump perfect, we can basically make it so that it takes like almost 0 time to get down and back. Because the fall down after the jump is like really good for speed, because gravity. So that character is actually like the way fast one here. And now we're gonna go into the course, that's everyone's favorite course. Whenever someone plays WarioWare for the first time, this is the course they are gonna memorize, or they're gonna remember, and it's like the best thing. And that is 9V level. 9V is not... Oh my goodness, my voice is not loving me tonight. I should have drank some more water before I started this, really. But 9V is not maybe the most blessed character in terms of gameplay in this game. To put it kind of gently, but 9V does have the by far best stage, and that is the Nintendo Classics theme stage. So we can play through 15 courses of just pure Nintendo nostalgia here. We're gonna do that, because otherwise we have to watch the GameCube animation at the end. And for everyone who has ever owned a GameCube, the GameCube animation isn't short. And this one we can beat in first cycle. There we go, lovely. And here we go. Shave. Let's see. That direction. Oh, wrong direction. Doesn't matter though. Winning or losing really doesn't matter in this category. The only thing that matters is that our hearts doesn't reach 0. I say that, and it's looking sketchy. I am saying that, and that might very well happen. No, it's not. It's not gonna happen, I promise. The final 3 cores are pretty easy. Are always. There's like no course on the final set here that's too difficult. Because it has to do with how the cores are set up. You're terrific. Because the course sets are actually designed in sets in 3 different sets. The first set, the second set, and the final set. And that has to do with the speed. Okay, we have a good character here. That's lovely. Not the best character, but this is a pretty good character here. Those to get up here. Even gonna lose some time to get up there because it's kind of a time to get up there. There we go. Lovely.
Indeed.
Having good characters on the Mario levels are very, very important to run. There we go, lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. And here we go.
Time to do this.
Time for the remix. I'm gonna pick use all. So here we are gonna see the courses from the first set. For the first overworld. As there are 2 overworlds this game. Well, there's really 3, but there are only 2 overworlds we're gonna explore in this category. The final overworld is only played in one category, that's unlock all characters. Beautiful. There we are up there. But yeah, I talked a little bit earlier about the sets of courses. There are 3 sets of courses. One set is for the first speed, and then when it says speed up, it is gonna go to the second set, and then after final speed up, it's gonna go to the third set. It is because some courses are really, really not good, and they're not playing good either, like on the slowest speed, and some really do not play well on the highest speed. It's kind of to make some balancing for that. It's something you don't really think about unless you play this game like a long time, but you start to notice that some cores are like not popping up sometimes, and some are popping up. Come on, there we go. There we go, baby's happy. On this course we could fail on purpose, but it's pretty easy to make it in time, and I do want all of the life I can have here, because there are some parts where we do want to lose on purpose, and then it's better to have those life in excess to be able to do so. Lovely. We've been pretty lucky on this course so far. This is like one of the levels which I call an RNG gate. The RNG gate course levels are levels which has a lot of potential forced long minigames. We haven't seen too many of those. It's actually going pretty well so far. And here we go. We have a good character here. Lovely. Not one of the fast characters, but a good character. This course should be relatively easy, which is good. Should save a little bit of time. We are gonna play it safe, so I'm not gonna do a little trick I go for when I'm playing for records. There we go. And lovely, we made it through. Very easy, but there are some characters where that course is very difficult. Thankfully, we didn't get that. Very happy for that in this run. And now we're gonna go to nature for Cat and Anna. On this course, there's gonna be a part where I am gonna shut down the microphone because I need super focus. If there are any plugs you wanna read, it's best to do so during this course boss fight. Because this course boss fight is kind of long. It's like a long cutscene where we are basically like keeping track on stuff that happens in the background. I'm not gonna be able to talk, and a lot of that lovely stuff. So during the boss course here, I am gonna want to have 100% focus on what's happening on screen, so I don't fail it, because that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, that's fine. We do have a donation. I'll read it out later once when we get to that point.
Yep, it's gonna be like in less than a minute. We're gonna be there.
Cool.
Beautiful. Let's go, speed up.
Scare snakes.
And Snake is scared away. Lovely, lovely.
Look closely.
And we have a cow and a dog here.
Who's not there?
There were no panda here. There are some courses where it's actually gonna be faster to lose, I think, on this level. So I want to have lives in excess in case that happens. It should rarely be a problem with the life department, but there can absolutely happen such situations where that happens if we get a chain of bad character and course selections, basically. Then lives can go down very quick in this category.
Shoo.
Beautiful. It shouldn't be an issue. And things have been going really well so far this round. I'm very happy with this round so far.
Feed.
Lovely. And here we go.
Roll it up.
Roll it up, and now we have the boss course. I'm gonna turn off my microphone now, and this is a lovely opportunity to read plugs and donations and things like that. So gonna start right now.
Okay, so we do have a £5 donation from Celtic Tranquilo, or Damien as I know him. He is one of our moderators. He says, I swear someday I'll be on time for InstaSpeedathon. And it goes towards the poll, choose the game colours. Cool day in that poll for the next run. Don't forget everyone, if you would like to donate to that poll, please do so by going to instaspeedathon.sim.wales/donate. And you can donate to that poll as well, and change the cursor if you want. If you want a different colour to Cool Day, then be sure to donate towards it as well. And of course, proceeds go to Everyone Can. The total donation you see on screen is currently £141.70. So we've currently matched to the online donations to Everyone Can that we raised at Mini InstaSpeedathon in November. Obviously, that does not yet include the in-person donations. So including in-person donations, from what I've just had a quick glance at, I think we might have surpassed £200 at this point, which is absolutely incredible. But keep those donations coming in, everyone, because they do go to a great cause. And if you want to see a different poll option winning the choosing the game colours, then be sure to donate towards that as well.
Okay, and now we're out of that boss course, and now we're gonna go into the sports. I think this is like my second favorite. No, it's not my second. My second favorite theme is gonna come up after this one.
In the basket.
But I really like these very heavily themed courses compared to like very open themes such as Fancy, for example. Where the more a theme feels like an actual theme, where it like doesn't feel like a mix of minigames, the better in my opinion. Like the more heavy a theme feels, the better, and this one is like really heavy.
Count.
And this is sports. We have a lot of sport action happening here. And this is one of the bad minigames talked about earlier, the force long minigames. There are quite a few of them here, so I think it's very difficult to avoid them altogether.
Keep it up.
But in an ideal world, we're gonna lose this one on purpose, because otherwise it's a force long one. It's a force long one if we win it. But as you can see there, like the timer ran out immediately when I lost. So saves about 2 seconds. Like you do not say no thanks to 2.5 seconds free time save. You do not say no thanks to that in a speed run.
Bullseye.
There we go.
Forward.
Lovely. We got that one fast. We did that one fast. First cycle was a little bit difficult. Thankfully, we had a character which was easy. We had first cycle golf. That's lovely. This course is going really well so far, if I'm gonna be honest with you all. I'm surprised. Okay, here's sadly another force long one. So what we really want to happen here is that we want to have certain shares in the boss course. Because the boss course on this level is one of the boss courses that are either one of the longest boss courses or the by far slowest one, depending on which character we get entirely. This is like the absolutely biggest RNG check in the entire run, and I sadly think we will not get it because we got the character we want for the boss course now instead of for the boss course. Instead we get red. Red is good, but not as good as Orbalon. Getting Orbalon on the boss course is like, oh my goodness, if that happens, our run has world record potential just because of that. Honestly, because such a massive time save. I don't think the world record run has that. Gonna take care of that as it's a marathon. So we do marathon saves. It loses a little bit of time to take care of that, but I rather think a second time loss than potentially 3-minute time loss. I think the math is like very much in my favor there for doing that choice. And there we go, beautiful. And now we come to my second favorite theme course, which is the course of my absolute favorite character in this game. And that's Ashley's course, which is food theme. And fittingly, we get to start with Ashley here, actually. Ashley can fly around, she can shoot in all directions, and earlier she is, from a casual gameplay perspective, like getting high scores, I would say that she's like the by far absolutely best character in this game. She's like, she's so good, she in herself make other characters seem not good. Which are good, because like, so many characters can be summed up with Ashley, but worse. But for speedrunning purposes, Ashley is actually not always the best character, because our goal is not to clear course consistently, it's to clear the most stats as possible. And sometimes as I said earlier in one course, the fact that the shoots from their shots are having more power than Ashley's does actually has enough of an impact on that specific course in that very specific circumstance that makes it just so slightly faster than Ashley. It's one of those interesting little aspects of speedrunning. And that's also really part of what I love about speedrunning. I really do love the theory crafting behind speedrunning. And this game has a lot of theory crafting in it actually to make this run as good as it is. Like I have done like a lot of theory crafting in roads and stuff like that, and how physics works for some of the boss levels to make it as easy as possible. The last one we saw with the climbing one is probably one of the biggest ones, where physics matters the most, especially if we get like bad characters. And here we go. Okay, we get Orblon here. Orblon here is like one of the absolute best characters. This is good. Let's go. So on this course, we are gonna fill up some buckets with grapes. Make some grape juice.
Juice. Don't spill.
And it's nice. Nice and easy course with the character, but this is one of the scariest courses actually in this category, because there are some characters which are, I'm gonna say they are, I gotta be just honest, say they are like not good for this course, but this character is good for this course, so it's going like very easy, very smooth, no problems at all. The things are done just the moment they pop in, and there we go, course clear. And speaking of Orblon, then we get to Orblon's course, which is gonna be culture. There's gonna be a lot of holiday stuff going on here, a lot of cool stuff. And in case we have some more plugs to read, the boss course here is also a lovely opportunity to do so, as it's gonna be about 1.5 minute long auto-scroller where not much at all is happening.
So we don't have any new donations in, but I guess this is a good time. Is this the good time? Did you say?
No,
sorry?
the boss course.
Oh,
here.
the boss course. Okay, give me a shout when the boss course is on, and
Yep.
I will do my plugs.
And there we go, lovely. We got them on the balloon. Let's see. I hope for a specific course here, I can show you a cool thing. Okay, we didn't get it, but there are some courses in this game where Penny actually can beat them in an alternative way. I was hoping we would get that one there, so I could show it off in action. This is sadly a forced long one. Even if we destroy every single gold thingy, we still can't keep it. Okay, we have a lollipop there, and it's that lollipop. Beautiful, beautiful.
Light.
And light. Lovely, lovely.
Find the star.
Beautiful. This course is going pretty well so far. Yeah, this is the course I talked about. On this course, if you're playing as Penny, you can actually shoot water on the fire with her water, and that's basically faster than doing it the normal way. We thankfully got the first cycle anyway, which is very good, as that's very difficult, that course. Okay, we have a long course here, and beautiful.
Well, yes. I'm up. Get moving.
Lovely. And there we go. Next level.
Excavate 1.
And now we're gonna go up to the boss course. We're gonna lower and raise bridges, and here is a lovely opportunity to read the plugs.
We don't have any new donations in, but we did just now have a few in-person people watching. Actually, they saw that the WarioWare was on, and they really like WarioWare, so they came in and they gave us a few donations. So I just want to say a shout out to those who came here just now to give a few cash donations in. Of course, I haven't added the cash donations yet to the donations total, so that will happen after the event, but we haven't had any new donations online, so there's nothing with any messages or anything to read out. But anyone who does want to donate, please go to instaspeedathon.instant.wales/donate if you'd like to make a donation to Everyone Can. And there is a poll for the next run, of course, a Zero Ranger True Ending by Buddies Bunrina. Choose the game colours. If you'd like to choose the different game colours to Cool Day, then be sure to put your donation towards that poll option that you would like to see.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, the goal of this course is to lower and raise the bridge. There was a little thing going on there that's a little bit interesting. There was a bird was gonna pop up, and that bird would actually sit down on the thing there, forcing the bridge down. Both until the bird was defeated. Thankfully I defeated the bird before it could even get there. That's like the big thing that happens in this course that can really mess you up. We're having the slow cycle here. There are 3 different cycles, and this is the by far slowest one where there's gonna be 2 cars at the end. It doesn't really matter too much for safety's sake, but it does lose like 3 or 4 seconds. We're still a little bit of a time loss in this category actually, but it's still cool. I'm very happy with that. We did it, and we can just quit here. Oop, lovely. And now we gonna go to Remix 2, which is gonna have, it's gonna be a mix of every single level we've seen so far in Overworld 2, which is the screen we've been on right now. We're gonna dodge here. Beautiful.
Active. Remove.
So this is another one of those really RNG heavy courses where we can have very many forced long mini games, or we can have none of them. So there's like very much RNG variance here. And there's also the boss fight, which is gonna be the one we had in the food course where we're gonna make use.
Cover.
Which is like a good course, but like there are some characters there that are obviously better than others for that task. So I'm hoping, really hoping we get some good characters there. If that happens, this run is really good looking right now actually. Forward. Beautiful! First cycle on that one, that's what we wanna see.
Ring.
And they got married, that was a fast wedding.
Feed.
Once again, it's very important, those long fuse courses, that we are finishing it up before it reaches the halfway point. On some levels, there's actually a cutscene going on if you win. That can take a while, so it's gonna take a while for the course to register to win, even if you have one. On those courses, if it's possible, we're trying to lose on purpose to save some time, but it's very rare it's happening, and this is the marathon run. I rather play it safe than sorry. I don't want to lose more lives than I feel comfortable to, in case I get bad character and level combinations. Like this one's pretty bad, but we still got it. Very barely, but we got it.
Dodge.
Beautiful.
Clear.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Holding what?
Oh, Gosmi, that's a... Yeah, it's a broom. Oh, Gosmi, I didn't make it back in time.
Line
Oh,
up.
that's a phone. Yeah, sorry, stuff.
Remove.
Here we go. Next one.
Just like
And now with the boss course. The boss course here is nice. We are gonna play as...
Juice. Don't spill.
as Yimity. Yimity is pretty good here. I would say Yimity is like one of the nice characters to have here. It's not like the nicest one, but he is up there. Well, that's kind of what we want to see. I want to fill up a little bit more grapes over there. We don't end up in that situation again. Oh, I missed. We just gonna ignore that and go back here later. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. And that was that. Now we're gonna go into the final world, which is a little bit different. This course is called Anything Goes, and in this course, anything really goes. There is no real theme, but the courses are entirely new. It's sort of like intro courses where there are like no theme to it, but it's like they're just difficult courses. Well, they're not super much more difficult, but they are noticeably a little bit more difficult than the average course. And on this one we are gonna do a lot of cool stuff. But the most interesting part about this course is that the course is actually gonna be fighting back. You see what we mean right here. During the waiting screen, the course is gonna do some stuff sometimes to try to attack us. Lovely. There we had Wario.
Find the nose.
Beautiful. Time for our favorite character here. That's really. There we go, lovely. Yeah, things are going really, really good here so far. This course can go in many different ways.
Get inside.
Beautiful.
Transport.
So this course is it's gonna be kind of important to have a good character at the end here. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is like one of the parts of the run with Cat is actually good.
Evade.
Right. I want to be eaten here by the hand. Because it saves a little bit of time. I think I saved like 1 second by doing that. That didn't want to open.
Higher.
Useful. Okay, now there is one more course where we might want to do some purpose, but we're not going to.
Match.
Because in this level, the final set, which we are on now, is actually a little bit difficult.
Foil.
And I really do not want to accidentally get a game over here.
Straighten up.
And have to redo the run. As this is like the longest course as well. Okay, it's... okay. Dodge is really not what we want there. We want to shoot, because shoot's easier and faster.
Defeat all.
It's cool. Lovely. Now it's Orblon time. And we're gonna protect that thingy. It doesn't matter if we are dying, by the way. What matters is that that doesn't happen. That it doesn't reach the thingy. And now it's time for the boss stage. This is gonna be the final course here. But the run is actually not gonna end when the boss course is over. It's gonna end the moment I enter the boss nose and destroy it. Like not the boss node, but like the course boss node, the one in the background on the course waiting screen. So here we go. This is not one of the best characters to get here. So that's a little bit of a shame. Gonna lose a little time because we have this character, because the character is moving through this course a little slower than most characters. Because he's floating down.
Dodge.
Not super bad, but like still a little bit nasty. There we go, we're gonna do this. The reason why we are doing this, by the way, is because we want the thing to go down there. At here, because then we can just fly up here and grab the toilet. There we go. We got it. So now we are soon gonna be at time. We're gonna get out of this course. Gonna get the one up, and here we go. Now the boss node's gonna go up, and once we enter the nodes, it's gonna be time. And it is time! And that was the run.
Wonderful, thank you very much for that run. So, final time on my end is 39:05.
That's a really nice time in this category.
Very good. So, that is Damien's asking in the chat, what's your PB?
Oh, I'm not sure. It isn't relevant because the run is actually not valid because I on the first level I exited it like half a second earlier than I was allowed to.
Ah, well, fair.
But I can try to check it out actually because it should be close. I don't think it's it.
Yeah, you go and check that, and I'll do me little blurb. So, thank you, firesplitter, for that run. We will be going over to our next run in about 10-15 minutes time. That will be the final run of the day before after hours. So that will be the Buddies Ballerina's Zero Ranger True Ending run. So we will go over to that in about 10-15 minutes time. So we'll put the intermission screen on for that. Don't forget, of course, we are doing this as a charity event for everyone can. If you would like to donate, go to instaspeedathon.instant.wares/donate. I'm sure Damien and the moderators will post the link in the chat as well for you. There is a poll for the next run, so please get those donations in for the poll if you'd like to see a different colour for the game being used. There is that poll for the run, for the next run as well. What else am I trying to say? But yeah, so currently I think Cool Day is winning. And if you'd like to see a different one win, then be sure to put your donation towards that poll and towards a different option that you'd like to see win instead. So, firesplitter, have you returned?
Yes, I found my PB. My PB is a 38:27.
38:27, wonderful. Yeah. So, not far off PB.
Not too far off PB, which is quite remarkable in this category that is so heavily RNG affected.
Yes. But anyway, thank you very much for that run. So we're going to go over now to the next one, so Zero Ranger True Ending. But before we do that, firesplitter, have you got any final things you'd like to say before we finish?
Yeah, it was lovely to be here today. I'm very, very happy that you had me. And I hope you have a lovely rest of the marathon. And don't be shy to press that donate button in case you feel like you can afford to do so.
Exactly. Be sure to keep those donations coming in, everyone. I will read them out periodically as they come in as well. So thank you very much, firesplitter, for the run. I will see you again next time.